Today is, you guessed, my birthday. Today I turn 39 years old. I've looked forward to this birthday since the beginning of the year, and to God be the glory, I made it. I'm so grateful to God for that. Now, to the meat of what happened today, and I'm sure you got a little bit of gist. Nothing really, man, I'm not comfortable. Okay, nothing really happened today. I literally, um, just come back from dinner, so this is the rest of my wine from dinner. I got inundated by a lot of calls. Like, of course, and I forgot how performative birthdays are actually. How performative they are, because you have to respond to messages, you have to respond in good time, you have to show some courtesy, which is all good, but um thank you. It's not a but, it's sometimes you don't have the capacity to keep up, and then what does that say about you when you don't respond to these messages and how people will take it? Because I was talking to my friend earlier in the day, and she was like, oh man, that she has someone who is still beefing with her because she didn't respond to the person's message on her birthday. And I'm like, okay, so this is one of the good parts of my IG being down, my original IG page being down, because I'd have had to do two different channels, responding on two different channels. And you know what it is? If I didn't have enough people that loved me, I will not be talking like this. So I think the crux of it is I am so grateful for all the love, the messages. I started getting messages from 1 a.m. this morning. That's shortly after I just slept off. People started messaging me, like, because I slept off like a few minutes to midnight. I was trying to make it to midnight to just sort of get into the day, with a moment with God. Kind of slept off. I feel bad about that. But yeah, that's how the day went. I was literally in bed. Like, I don't know how to explain it, that I just wanted calm, peace. I just wanted to not do anything, not be about anybody's business, not even, there's some groups and people that I haven't responded to now, not because they are less important than the others, but it's just okay. There's some conversations that that when you start 1 hour, you're still there on your birthday. Meanwhile, a lot of people are trying to get to you. So when you're at 39, it's a good concept. It's a very, very good concept. I love it so much. Um, I'm bending so much forward because my hair is caught up in this pillow. So I'm gonna just do this, okay? All right. What a concept. This birthday was one for the books, because this birthday I did not. Okay, let me say it like this. This birthday, I started to exercise my free will, and I sort of realized what free will is, and I used it. I used it well, because I knew that I didn't want to be around. I didn't want to be around, Sha. You know what around means? Means like at work, in regular life. I wanted to do something different. So I traveled. And that's something I love to do. So that's check for traveling. And here I am, like, during the day I spoke to my siblings, spoke to my parents, my aunts, my cousins, friends, everybody. And then I was just happy to be horizontal. I'm looking this way because that's where the bed is. Horizontal, and not giving a hoot. Like, after breakfast, I just snacked all day till this evening. I had dinner and then I came back into my room. Just before dinner, I went to see if I could extend my stay. Like, because my trip is really flexible. I can stay here a few days, stay here a week, stay here a month if I want to, right? Um, so I paid for a certain number of days, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should just extend it. I got there, no space. Like, there's space in the hotel, but I have to pack my shit up and then move rooms, and I don't want to do that. I honestly, it's stressful. It is so stressful. I did it in Skopje. Is that correct? No, Belgrade. And it was super stressful, and I had to do it because I had paid, one, two, so I was committed, and then two, my room, the AC wasn't working, so I had to. But this one, I just like, no, no, not for a city where I'm not so inclined to like go out and explore and discover and all of that. I'm not inclined that way at all. This is just calm. This is just peace, right? So I think I've checked that box, and I'll think about it very, very, very strongly. I'm almost at the end of my 40 before 40 Euro Tour 3. Let me explain what that means. So I started this concept where I want to do 40 countries. I want to see 40 countries before I'm 40, and 40 is in exactly 12 months time. And this is my third time touring Europe. So I do it in batches, right? So I'm not trying to just go to the city just for the sake of entering the city and coming out and saying check I've entered, but just experiencing the city. And when I'm tired, it takes out the joy from that experience. So I break it into bite sizes. I'll go to maybe 3 or 4 countries, and then I'll go back home, refresh, go back home, like that. So there are a lot of lessons I'm taking away from this Euro tour. I'm in awe of how free will really works. Thank you. Thank you. I'm in awe about how it works, because you can literally do anything as long as you put your mind to it. You can just say, you know what, I'm going to stand up and can I do this? Yes. Will I do it? Is the question a lot of people should ask. Not can I, is should I. I'm in Albania right now, but I'm Nigerian. I'm just passing through. Oh, nice. Thank you for watching. Something just came in my mind. My friend Alicia, who lives in India, she messaged me. She called me today, and she forgot it was my birthday. She just called to check in. And when she found out, she was like, "Oh my god!" That she knew she needed to talk to me today, but she just wasn't sure why, and that she forgot my birthday. But happy birthday! And there were a couple of people that reached out like that, and I'm just like, God is putting me in the minds of people, and I know for sure that it's not just my friends that are checking in on me. Is that He's putting me in the minds of people that will help me. Destiny helpers. That's what they call them. Helpers of destiny. That's what they call them, right? I'm gonna sip this. I know I'm meant to be holding it by the stem, but the stem is so thin, I don't want to snap it. So, what else happened today? Guys, today was amazing. What else happened? Okay, yes. So, I went for dinner. Same restaurant of the hotel I'm in. And for some reason, I felt like the waiter had an attitude. And I'm like, okay, he probably preferred not to be serving me. And that can be personal preference. But for you to bring it to the job, that's its own professional. So I was going to, get up and give them a blast and then do a review and just, but I said, no, nobody's going to run me straight on my birthday. Not on a day that I choose not to be run straight. And today is that day. So I sat put. And he'll go, then come back, then go, then come back. As in, okay, I placed an order. Where's my food? It's like, oh, he hasn't placed it because I haven't placed my mains. And I'm like, nigga, like, it wasn't black hole. Like, what's up with that? Like, I already placed an order. Anyways, finished placing my order, and the guy was just irritating me, So that was the only sort of, kink for today. But everything else was an adequate use of free will. And I used it well. I used it. See, if somebody asked me if I had a good time today, I did. So yesterday, I know that I did a video yesterday, but I wanted to address something. I was in such a place where I was tired. I was out of sorts. I wasn't rested. I wasn't settled when I did the video, and it's not an apology or whatever. It's literally just um sometimes when I do these videos, my mind is racing. I'm thinking about multiple things. It's not every time that I'm calm inside, even if I project a calmness outside. Um and I just wanted to address that because I think it's important to know that when we sort of when we view people like this online, and you know sometimes we tend to have pedestals that we place people on, and it's like you have to perform to this level or you have to do stuff like this. And in a lot of ways I have sort of managed myself in that format where I had to do what was expected, and not again, not again. So, as you know, Instagram took down my Instagram page, as well as other interconnected pages, such as my business accounts. And I'm starting from scratch. I'm starting from scratch for Instagram. I have a TikTok now. I don't know how to use it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I have a Snapchat that I've not posted in years. So feel free to use your free will, but I implore you to follow and check out some of the shorts and things that'll be posted about my travel and things like that, because that is adequate use of free will and I will use it. Okay, so what am I grateful for today? I have said it, and one of the things that came to mind this morning when I was sort of going through the events of yesterday was, if anything had happened on my journey, on my road trip to this place, anything at all, and a myriad of things could have happened, I'd have been screwed. Fundamentally, magnanimously screwed. So one thing I'm definitely grateful for is safety. Because sometimes you can think, oh yes, use your free will, go on a Euro tour, just keep going in and out of countries, blah, 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 blah. It's your legal right to. But if God doesn't go with you, it's better you sit put until He says go. I realized that we passed through so many narrow roads, bridges, things. The tire could have burst, and it was on the mountain, so it would have been terrifying and annoying and time wasting, frankly. So one of the things I'm grateful for today is safety, and how God has shown that He's not going anywhere. He's got me. You know what I mean? There's this Instagram thing that um people say that, oh, nobody's come to save you, save yourself. God is saving me every day, and I feel it, and I know it, most importantly. So this is the beginning of my last year in my 30s. Excuse me. This is the beginning of my last year in my 30s. What am I looking forward to? I'm looking forward to using my free will more often. I'm looking forward to finishing 40 countries before I'm 40. I'm looking forward to planning a very ceremonious birthday next year, because the milestone birthday. Yeah, those are things I'm looking forward to. Some of the things I'm looking forward to. Okay, so my confession today. See, the number of times I've heard Nigerian music in this Albania. I've been here for how many minutes? At the former hotel I was at, they were blasting it. On the radio when I was coming, they were blasting it. Now they're playing Jada, 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 Jada. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I should go down and jam with them. What? Why are they even blasting this music? Anyways, my confession. God has given me the power to make wealth. He has taught my hands to make war. He said, Onye, look, I've made a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. Impossibility is not for me. I don't even know what the word means. Everything is possible to me. God has instructed me in wisdom. He has led me in bright paths. When I go out, my steps do not end in dark, narrow passages. I do not waste time making wrong turns. If I step out in joy and I'm led forth in peace. Um, my light is shining and it keeps on shining brighter every single day. Um, I'm loved, I'm cherished, and I'm worth the wait. Thank you, Jesus. So, this is me signing out for today, 15th May 2026. By the time I'm signing in, 15th May 2027, I would have touched at least 40 countries. I would have planned and executed a successful 40th milestone birthday. And I will do it in the midst of family and friends, not alone this time because it won't be a solo tour. So thank you for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.